All right, you're still watching Breakfast Central on News Central, and we are on to African Report. And we have joining us for this African Report our Zimbabwean correspondent, Lala. Welcome to Breakfast Central, Lala. What's the latest from Zimbabwe?
Thank you, Alichi. Wow, so the latest from Zimbabwe is obviously the death of one of Zimbabwe's top military personnel. And this is Lieutenant General Edzai Absalom Chakanyuka Chimonyo. And the general succumbed to cancer. This is according to the tweet that was released by the presidential spokesperson, George Charamba, yesterday morning. And the tweet further says that the general had been battling with cancer for a very, very long time. General Chimonyo is actually a celebrated top army in Zimbabwe, and he's got a lot of accolades on his belt, and he has saved the country during the liberation struggle, and he continued to save the country in different brigades and army headquarters, you know, and he was later on, I think around 2008, he was then transferred to the Ministry of Home Affairs, where he became ambassador to Tanzania until December 2017. And obviously, you know, there are talks, and it is also believed that General Chimonyo played a prominent and a very crucial role during the events of November 2017 that saw the removal of long-serving president, the late President Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And from that time, after the ouster of President Robert Mugabe, General Chimonyo assumed the current role that he held until his death. And obviously he assumed this role after he took over from General Valerio Sivanda, who had now taken over as commander of the defense forces. And General Sivanda also had taken that post after the current vice president, Constantino Chiwenga, became vice president. Oh. Well, you know, everyone is mourning. His family is mourning. The nation is mourning. His friends, his comrades are mourning his death. But not everyone is mourning. Some people are actually celebrating. So his death has left quite a divided legacy in the country. For example, the former cabinet minister, Jonathan Moyo, who is currently in exile. He was forced into exile after the events, obviously, of November 2017. He tweeted, and I quote, "The curtain has fallen on the butcher of Balangwe, Zimbabwe National Army Commander General Edzai Chimonyo, one of the most cruel Gugurahundi commanders who used to callously boast in public about the 5 brigade atrocities and committed under his command in Matebeleland South." That was a very, you know,
strong comments from him. But we're interested, quite keen to know. Yes, the country is in mourning. Some for, some against. It will be divided because it looks like he was quite a controversial figure going with all the liberation struggles he must have had with Mugabe back in the early days. But I'm keen to find out, you know, what about the mood from the presidency? You know, Emerson Mnangagwa, has there been comments, you know, from him because that's still the serving army general in this administration?
Obviously, the mood from the president and maybe the whole presidium is they are mourning because this is their comrade. This is someone that they were with during the liberation struggle for the independence of the nation. So they are mourning. This is someone that they've been with before 1980. Even after 1980, even the Second Republic, when the current president took over from the late Robert Mugabe, General Chimonyo was still one of his trusted allies, one of his trusted people by his side, you know, and that's why he was accorded the status of being the army commander when Emerson Mnangagwa took over.
All right, Lala, thank you very much for the latest. This one, the passing of General Chimonyo, quite a huge figure in the army structures in Zimbabwe. We'll be coming back to you for the latest again, Lala. Thank you very much for coming on Breakfast Central.
Thank you. My pleasure.